Hello friends, how are you? The Tesla Cybertruck is one of those products that people either love or they hate. It's controversial to say the least, and the reason for that is simply because it is different in the reign is the status quo, and the majority of people don't like that. But the other side of the arguments is that destruction of the status quo as an opportunity. It could move the needle in a direction that makes life better. It is being able to identify which new ideas with change in industry for the better and which ideas will make change for the worse. But interesting about this track is that it was a lot of people would believe this truck was not designed specifically to be ugly or a pencil. It's not just a massive troll from a billionaire at the word place. To many video games, the appearance of the server stock is nothing more than the product of a first principles design that settled to create the strongest, latest movies, herbal, most powerful, most versatile, most efficient and cost-effective and longest-lasting pickup truck ever made. So a lot of different factors had to come together to make that happen. Today we are going to break down those engineering techniques that went into making a Cybertruck what it is, and why those are also important to the final design. Obviously, the most striking feature of the Cybertruck is the body is long, wide and pointy in ways that we are used to seeing in a vehicle design outside a video game for a science fiction movie. So why does it look like that? Well done. I can assure you that is not until either, because given the design fundamentals settle for this truck, there is literally no other way that it could look. You have to start off with some material science. The body of the Cybertruck is made from a 18-inch 16 of 300 series cold-rolled stainless steel. This is not a PM to build a call. This is totally understand that there was the stainless steel. The lower end of the 1980 is with those body panels are significantly thinner and softer than the Cybertruck material. As we suffer from the sledgehammer test at the service truck launch event, this cold-rolled steel is incredibly strong, and because the steel is so hard it can't be stamped into equal to shaped like a regular order of body. While you would literally break the stamping machine, only be reformed is rate of steel into a shape is the 4-bit. So what I do is first score the metal using a laser, and then they are going to put it into a machine called a press brake. This is going to have a long narrow, did you know that, set the angle of the tomorrow will be done that, and then there is a point on the wall, hey mud on the sheet of metal with a narrow ledge above, concentrate on the energy exactly what they want to see, all the band, and place it into the desired angle. The manufacturing is better to take. This process is also cute compared to traditional stamping. The Cybertruck, it doesn't need a bunch of custom dies and stamping machine, just the press brake with the desired angle, so that where the Cybertruck has no, because I will be physically impossible given the material choice they made. But then why use such hard steel structure? Design has strayed too far from the heavy gauge steel body is the olden days. The latest Ford F-150 uses an all aluminum body, a very lightweight but also very soft metal, something that is further that the pickup truck from its intended purpose as a work vehicle, right, housing a steel toolbox into a luminance truck bed. The GMC Sierra has been experimenting with using carbon fiber and fiberglass composites in their new bed designs. Everyone else is going light. What is he is going heavy, or are they now? We bring structural engineering into the fourth. Your typical pickup truck is what I call a body on frame design. The frame is the structural heart of the truck. The body and the bed just sit on top. They do not control due to the structural integrity, the tensile strength of the pickup truck. Thumbs primarily from the box steel rails that run from the front to the back, and they're timed together at a few points in between by lighter metals. The when you love the truck up with cargo auto, something heavy, or go around the corner very fast, there is little weight distribution. It's a concentrated on those two beams. That means that the entire cab in bed of the truck, or that weight beams, that means that the entire cab in bed of the truck, or that way that they don't confirm due to the structure, so they actually just become more payload. Data frame has the query. 1 step of an hour is the unit body design. This is how basically every vehicle that isn't a pickup truck is made in a university. The lower frame and the upper body structure of the car or tie together. They are integral to the structure of the vehicle. The upper body of the vehicle need a strong structure anyway to deal with crush impacts and global, right? We might as well. But at 27 state of the frame area and all of the load, that energy is distributed up into the internal structure of the vehicle. So now the roof in A4 and the trunk or doing their part to contribute to the overall strength of the vehicle, and that means that no one has to be particularly strong on his own. And back home, Lee eliminates the need for high-strength steel girders inside the vehicle, and that means that overall the body and frame much lighter, with even the universe is still has plenty of their Twitter carry. That's the outer skin of the vehicle is now the body panels are either plastic or superseen aluminum. There is zero strength or structure to the spindles. They exist only to channel air around the vehicle and make it look pretty, and because the low-grade metal is susceptible to corrosion, and because of the customer's obsession with these decks, that entire body needs to be painted, which is even more that weight. Think about how heavy is a can of paint. They're heavy, and it also is a massive amount of cost and production time to the vehicle, and even with the paint the body is still going to carry it, and rushed out, and a dedicated to this is a problem that has had to solve to come the goal of making the best pickup truck. Entire body needs to be painted, which is even more that weight. Think about how heavy is a can of paint. Pretty damn heavy, and it also is a massive amount of cost and production time to the vehicle, and even with the paint the body is still going to crowd and rushed out, and a decorative. This is a problem that has had to solve to accomplish the goal of making the best pickup truck in the world. Have to go beyond university. How to make a truck even stronger while also making it more simple and less expensive at the same time, and the solution was the 6-sheet of cold-rolled stainless steel, a body material so strong that would actually carry more weight than it added to now. Instead of the structure of the body being inside for an endoskeleton, the structure is formed on the outside, or an exoskeleton. That means Tesla can delete all of that internal structure from the body, and the Southern truck body is an empty box. But it still has incredible strength. That strikes comes from the material science, but it also comes from the shape of the structures. Again, why does a circular coil that? Well, if tomorrow needs to be folded, that we should try and for that as few times as possible. That means making a triangle, and a triangle just have a nice day or so. BP strongest shape and geometry. If you look at the shape of the server rack, and then you look at a railway truss bridge, you're going to notice a hell of a lot of similarities. That is not a coincidence. The whole point of a truss bridge is that it distributes the weight of the freight train across the entire structure up into the steel triangles. It is the strongest way to make a bridge that is also lightweight and simple to construct. Same goes for pickup trucks. So to recap, that yes, the stainless steel is heavier and more expensive than aluminum. It is also much stronger, and that allows has led to delete this your box brothers from the traditional makeup design, but at the same time offer the leading the upper body structure from the university design, and the leading the entire painting process thanks to the incredible resistance to corrosion that is offered by high-quality stainless steel. Or they also have a body that can be found mostly in the one single sheet of stainless steel. It needs to be laser cut and bent a few times by the press brake with things related nuts, is when you start a factor and test versus other manufacturing advancements that already in production today. Rajcook casting process and structural battery back pressure die casting machine is a manufacturing process. It has to be used to form large sections of the Echo frames from Singapore. Uses of aluminium. The machine injects small thin aluminium into a diamond with 16 files into one word complex. Train from Poland. Castle is currently using this for the rear quarter of all Model Y vehicles. So the entire frame from the rear whelf to the rear bumper is a single aluminium casting, and on some variations of the Model Y, I get access to also doing the same for the front coda. So the entire frame from the wheel well to the front bumper is all one casting. By making the change has eliminated hundreds of steps from the manufacturing process of the Model Y vehicle, hundreds of robotic arm that would weld inspection together 100 Avro stamped pieces to create a frame, or replaced by a few joint casting processes. And the same is going to be true for the Cybertruck. In fact, an unprecedented casting machine with 9910 force had to be specially designed and built in order to make the joint casting piece that fits under the bed of the Cybertruck, because the exoskeleton this program is the truck bed as the strength of steel formed into triangles. The underbody is perfectly fine to make out of voluminous, and the strength of the two together would be much studied than a traditional pickup truck frame. The structure of barrier, that is the final piece of the puzzle. This is another manufacturing advancements that has already put into use on certain variations of the Model Y. I get access to use their new 4680 battery cell, which is a very wide the diameter of a cylindrical battery cell with a solid steel canister. Please send which those barriers between two sheets of metal, and if the words in the middle with a solid you think form, so it's all a breadth of metal that is filled with batteries. And that is what connects the front and rear kick-ass things together. This is very important if we go back and remember how the traditional pickup truck is what connects the front and rear casting together. This is very important if we go back and remember how the traditional pickup truck carries its own body as dead weight. Well, a traditional electric car Harrier sales inquiries as that weight as well. The frame and the batteries are separate. The structure of hack integrated train inquiry into one component. So now the vehicle is in Kerala, and the weight of the batteries, which are very heavy, the berries or varying the weight of the vehicle. So when we add always together, what was going to find is that the Cybertruck will accomplish all of those goals, or we set out at the beginning, the strongest, widest, most durable, most powerful, most versatile, most efficient, cost-effective, and longest-lasting pickup truck ever made, at least when compared with an equivalent modern electric truck, and nothing is going to be lighter than the latest makeup, over last longer than the oldest pickup on the ground, but equivalent to its competition. The Cybertruck will be a better truck because it is designed better. There is no way just around. The real reason has developed the Cybertruck wasn't just to build an EV truck in theaters market share, it was to completely revolutionize the way we build drugs and provide the world with the best purpose-built pickup we have ever seen. But what do you think? Cybertruck best invention ever, ours to build. A great way to find it in the comments below. To forget, give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it. That is so important for getting a content out tomorrow. People don't know the content, then you probably also enjoy our weekly newsletter at the door to all about listed on the screen now. You help us make the best content weekend, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and also in the next one, RR Tech is not my channel, this is our channel, remember it.